Hello, ILS, and welcome back to Etiquette Tip Tuesday. Today, we're going to talk about image and attire. I have a definition of image here so that we all start on the same page. Image is the general impression that a person, organization, such as ourselves, or product presents to the public. I chose this particular photo to represent the title slide because it is a beautiful photo for starters. And also, I pulled this photo directly from the For Memphis magazine. This was our representation committee representing ILS at this year's Literatini event. It is my hope that wherever we happen to represent, that we end up in some local publication, on some organization, social media, so that people can see ILS, see who we are, look for more information about us, and get to know us. This chart represents the basic dress codes. I'm only going to focus on the women's side because that's what's going to be important for us. So white tie is going to be the absolute most formal dress code, and it's going to be a floor-length gown, period. Long gloves, also called opera gloves, are optional, but the gown will always be floor-length. Black tie is a little less formal, but still a floor-length gown. It's still a very formal event, just not quite as formal as white tie. Black tie optional does give us a few more options. You can do a floor length gown, a T length dress, which typically hits about mid calf, or a cocktail dress, which typically hits just at or a little bit below the knee. Cocktail or semi formal, a good bit of the events we attend will kind of fall into this category. You can do a cocktail dress, a dress suit, T length dress or skirt with a top, dress pants, a dressy jumpsuit. Business, this is also something that we would likely wear to an event. Suit or mid-length dress or skirt. Pants or top with sleeves. Sleeveless tops are not considered business unless you have a jacket or cardigan over it. Business casual, that could be a cute little day dress, some slacks or a skirt with a nice top, or jeans, preferably with no rips. And then casual, this will be something we would wear to, say, a community service event. So things like a cute day dress or skirt, slacks, jeans with no rips. Avoid sports and or loungewear. Now, I will say this is the same chart that I use in my image and deportment class. So it is a little bit more stringent. For our purposes, casual could be Sigma casual. Jogging suit, so in this case, loungewear would be okay. A ILS t-shirt with jeans, something like that. So let's talk about chapter uniforms. Chapter uniforms create a cohesive look and should include at least one of the following: a business uniform, a business casual or smart casual uniform, a dressy uniform, a casual uniform. You may also want to consider specific jewelry to accessorize those uniforms. For instance, a pearl necklace and studs. I have down here, please refer to past emails for the specific ILS uniform details. The chart that Madam Epistoli has put out is a lot more detailed. It even gives shoe color, the types of jewelry, all of that. And while we're talking about jewelry, there is a 2 or 3 rule that's not well known. It's kind of one of those if you know type things. So when you're wearing jewelry, you want to try to stick to no more than 2 or 3 pieces so that it doesn't start to look gaudy. Now, wedding jewelry, any type of ceremonial jewelry does not count in that number. I also don't count pins, sorority pins in that number, but everything else, earrings, bracelets, necklaces, cocktail rings, things like that, all of those will be counted in that number. So just try to keep it at 2 or 3 just so that your look doesn't start to get gaudy. So the ILS chapter uniforms. Our uniform A is the official blazer with matching skirt. Now, I also have the picture of our new official blazer. I have not seen that there's a skirt to it as of yet, so I don't know if our chapter A uniform or chapter uniform A will be changing or not. But for now, it is the old official blazer with the matching skirt. Uniform B, this is the look that we used for our chapter photos. Uniform B is a blue short sleeve scoop neck dress from Recycle Me Mom, pictured above, with the official blazer. It also specifies black shoes with pearl necklace and pearl studs. And so you can see it created such a beautiful and cohesive photo. Uniform C is a gold ILS shirt with jeans. It can be a gold ILS t-shirt, and I think the chart actually does specify t-shirt, but some sorors also have this polo shirt that Soror Reeves is wearing, and you can't see it on this photo, but it does say Iota Lambda Sigma, Germantown, Tennessee, underneath the pearls and rubies. Uniform D is the black short sleeve empire waist dress on Amazon with a gold corsage. I did check today. That dress is still available on Amazon. So double check those past emails for the link to the dress. And my Photoshop skills may not be up to the level of Sora Beasley's, but I think I did a pretty good job putting that gold corsage on this black dress. Now, our unofficial ILS business casual uniform is the official blazer or cape with a white camisole and jeans. We wear this a lot. We definitely wear it a lot in the representation committee when we go to events. It is such an easy look to put together, and it looks great. It uses items that almost all of us have in our closets anyway, so you don't really have to go out and buy anything. And it's not listed on the chart, so that's why I said it's our unofficial ILS business casual uniform. Let's talk about foundations. I know it's a touchy subject. People don't like to talk about foundation and shapewear, but it is essential. Just like you can't build a house on a rocky foundation, you cannot build an amazing outfit on a rocky foundation. So let's talk about recommended undergarments. You want well-fitting bras and panties. So you don't create weird panty lines and you don't have like the side rolls and the back rolls from the bra. Multiple places do bra fittings. I recommend going to get fitted for a bra so that you have the proper size for you, one that's comfortable and that makes you look amazing. And there are so many options: strapless, convertible, t-shirt bra, full support bra, as well with panties. There's briefs, there's thongs, there's boy shorts, there are panties with tummy control. There's so many options out there. Find one that works for you and your body type and that makes you feel amazing and but are also comfortable. Shapewear. You want it to be well fitting. Shapewear can serve a couple of purposes. It can snatch you or it can smooth you. It can do both at the same time. But the important thing is to make sure it's well fitting. You don't want to get shapewear that's so tight that you can't breathe, you can't move around, and it kind of looks weird and create weird shapes in your body. So there are multiple options. There's high-waisted briefs or shorts, there's thigh slimming shorts, full body, compression tanks. There's so many things to choose from. With regards to hosiery, another touchy subject. Make sure that they're well fitting. Check the package, sis. Height and weight matters. Make sure that you choose the size that corresponds to your height and weight so that way they aren't too big and pooling around your ankles, or they're not big enough and they don't come all the way up and they're steady sliding down all day. Also, multiple options of hosiery. There's control tops, there's sheer, there's skin tone, there's white that we wear for our Omega Rose ceremonies, there's opaque tights. There's so many options. I would definitely recommend everyone has at least one good pair of skin tone and white hosiery for our required ceremonies. Please leave bedroom attire in the bedroom. While our Sigma Gamma Rho bonnets and slippers and pajamas are so stinking cute, please do not wear them outside. They are made for the bedroom and they should stay in the bedroom. That's all I have to say about that. There is no place in ILS for mean girl behavior. We don't want to be that sorority or that chapter that engages in mean girl behavior. Avoid engaging in gossip, avoid cursing or swearing or being loud and obnoxious when we're out at events, especially in our letters. Don't speak ill of others. You never know who's listening. And one thing for sure about things that are said, they are almost always going to be repeated. So be mindful of your audience. Be mindful of who's listening and who's looking. Be mindful of your tone. Intent versus impact is very real. While you may not have intended it to come off a certain way, the way it impacted the other person is very real and their feelings are valid. So just be sure that you're mindful of your tone and that we are not presenting mean girl behavior. And while it's not on the slide, I do just want to mention those nonverbal cues and body language. So the RBF, check that at the door, sis. Being standoffish and sitting with your arms folded or arms crossed, like you don't want to be bothered, you could have stayed home. Leave that at the door. We don't engage in mean girl behavior. We don't want to be that chapter. All right, well, that wraps up image and attire. As always, if you have any questions, please send them to ilsrepresentationcommittee@gmail.com. Thank you so much, sorors.